let's help more people like Nicole
And like Sean.
turn our downtime from a guilt-ridden experience into a rewarding one.
What have you built? Like, what exists right now?
Reward and loyalty mechanisms. I was wondering if you could share a little bit about how you're approaching that.
In quarter one of 2025, we're going to implement our advertisements to keep Lollygag up and running.
Hi, my name is Sean,
And my name is Nicole.
and we are two of the co-founders of Lollygag, a website with one-on-one voice calling and strategic mini-games.
How many times have you opened Instagram today? 5 times? 10 times? Well, why don't we check mine, Sean? All right, let's see. 55 times? Oh my God. My mom sees that, she's gonna kill me. Whenever I'm bored, I end up doom scrolling. I doom scroll on TikTok, I doom scroll on Instagram Reels, or I doom scroll on YouTube Shorts. Whatever it is, afterwards, I always get a nagging feeling that I just wasted my time. I mean, look at my screen time. It's not just that. Deep down, I wish I had a place to go whenever I'm bored. But I haven't been able to find one. So, we decided to make one. Meet Lollygag, a place where you can jump into strategic minigames and make friends while playing. Switching from TikTok to Lollygag as your default place to go whenever you're bored means going from being embarrassed or ashamed for how many hours you spent on social media to being proud for how many hours you've been productive.
Better yet, Lollygag is super easy to use. You can start in just 3 simple steps. Step 1, simply go to lollygag.live. Step 2, enter your interest and select the strategy game. And step 3, connect with one of our members from our Gen Z community and start playing.
Just take a look at our user interface. On the left-hand side, you'll see the players, where you have the ability to mute yourself. In the middle, you'll have your game. In this case, it's chess, which is a pretty intellectually stimulating game, if you ask me. On the bottom, you have your leave call button. That's when you can leave a call at any time you want. And on the right side, you can always request a new game just to change things up.
But it's not just us. Our friends are really interested too. In the last week alone, over 150 high school students joined our waitlist. Now, Lollygag is uniquely fun and guilt-free for 3 reasons. Firstly, users feel safe and comfortable on our website because of our safety system. If our system identifies content as potentially harmful, users are immediately removed from the session. Secondly, the time you spend on Lollygag is intellectually stimulating and fun thanks to our strategy games. And finally, Lollygag fosters connections. Playing strategy games has a unique way of bonding people. If you've ever been to an escape room, you know the feeling.
We make money in 2 key ways. The first way is through advertisements. Advertisers will pay to run ads so that users get to experience the core features of Lollygag for free. The second way is through premium ads, or through premium subscription plan. Premium users will be able to access exclusive games as well as advanced matchmaking.
Now, our team is perfect for creating Lollygag because we are Gen Zs, just like our users. We've all been in Nicole's position once. We've all felt what it's like to have our precious time stolen from us.
Not only that, but we were really well together. Let's take a look at our timeline. In the rest of quarter 3 of this year, that's when we're going to implement our voice calling system. In quarter 4 of this year, that's when we're going to implement our mini games. In quarter 1 of 2025, we're going to implement our advertisements to keep Lollygag up and running. And in quarter 2 of 2025, that's when we're going to add our premium subscription model. Our ask is $300,000. We need $200,000 to build and maintain our website for our development costs. We need $50,000 for marketing to reach and engage our target market. And we need $50,000 for operational costs to ensure smooth day-to-day activities.
So, in a nutshell, Lollygag isn't just about voice calls or mini-games. It's about helping people connect and enjoy the guilt-free fun they deserve. So let's help more people like Nicole
And like Sean,
turn our downtime from a guilt-ridden experience into a rewarding one.
start a game, start a friendship.
Thank you, Lollygag. We'll now have 3 minutes for questions from the judges.
This is a really fun idea. I'm still on. Oh, I am on. What have you built? Like, what exists right now?
So right now, users connect each other through our voice call, and we do have codes for mini games. But we're still fixing out like how to combine these two elements together. So like after Leangap, we plan to hire professional developers to help us finish the tech.
And just to add on, we're using Jitsi right now, which is a safe and secure calling application where users can join a room and then they can have a room ID, which they will share with other users.
And have you tested this with users? And if so, what has the feedback been like?
Right now, the difficulty is not like actually getting into the room. The difficulty is the matchmaking because of the randomized thing. You need like a ton of money or like a ton of cloud storage on like Firebase or DigitalOcean or whatever your platform is. So it's more difficult to randomize the matching together. And so that's what we owe to finish within Q3 of this year, the voice calling system.
So something important for a lot of games is reward and loyalty mechanisms. I was wondering if you could share a little bit about how you're approaching that or thinking about that.
Sorry, could you clarify what you mean by record?
Sorry, reward or loyalty mechanism. So, when you're playing a game, how are you going to have these players kind of keep coming back to play more or perhaps have a feeling of progression? So they keep coming back to Lollygag kind of over time.
Yeah, so one of the biggest things about Lollygag is the connection you make with new people around the world. And we think that this is an incentive for people to come back to our site because people are always willing to make new friends and meet new people.
Oh, and to add on to that, in the future, I think we're planning to implement a friend system where you can chat with people so you don't have to actually give them your number or any personal information, but you can still continue the relationship through our app without kind of giving up any of your privacies.
For products like these, building and maintaining multiple games is kind of like running several mini companies. Have you guys thought about just partnering with another organization or tool to embed games within?
Yeah, so that's definitely something we thought about in the future, like Socket Games. We could probably partner with them, but the reason why we asked for $200,000 is because of the development costs for these types of games.
But why? Why build it versus buy it?
I feel like if we build it, it's better in the long run. When you buy it and you have to keep coming back to a certain company like that, it becomes harder in the long run.
And we also plan to make a few games. So a lot of popular games like Wordle, a lot of the NYC games are really, really popular right now. And so we kind of plan to create like a trend in the future and have people, that's kind of also how we're going to have people keep coming on to come back to our website.
That makes sense. No other comments, but I just want to say I really love you guys' energy. It was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, judges. We have time for one more question if you want.
What's been the hardest part of working on this?
I would say it's definitely the tech. There's a lot of aspects to Lollygag. We need to have games and we also need to implement voice calls at the same time. But we've been working really hard on the tech and we've already been able to make voice calling happen. We just need to work on finding a database to allow randomization.
Can I add on? Because Lollygag, like how Lollygag will work, it's really based on how much users we have. So definitely in the future, we will focus on traction and we will cost on social media ads so we can attract more users.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.